First and foremost, I want to thank the Chamber and Mayor Leith for inviting me to come. I know it's, from the highway, it doesn't look like there's a lot going on out there, but there's been a whole lot happen. As he said, my name is McBride. I'm a project manager with 5D Land, overseeing the development of Pleasant Grove Farms here in Westmoreland. The first section that we've got posted right there, it consists of 250 single-family residences and in between 90 and 100 townhomes. We started moving dirt last May, end of April, 1st of last May, and we've been rolling ever since. The rain, periodic rain end of last winter, start of the spring really slowed us up, but we're back into it now that it stayed dry. I know a lot of you are from around here, so if you remember what the Creasy Farm looked like before we got on site, it looks completely different than what it did a year ago. We've moved more dirt than we can count. We've lost track of the amount of yards of dirt we've moved. We really tried to focus on making that section of town popular and try to get people in for that section of town on the north side. Most of our building pads for the first phase, for the first 60 lots on the top section, that top road, are complete. As far as the infrastructure goes, just for the first 60 lots, we've laid right at 4 miles of pipe between our water, sewer, and storm and our sewer force main. So over the last year, there's been a lot of pipe put in the ground, and I'm really ready to see some buildings start being built. The city has started testing our water system this week. We should have the approval on it the first of next week, and then the water system will be live. We're starting our sewer test the first of next week. As far as our sewer goes, it gravity feeds all down to a low point in our development. We have a wet well in the ground which sits about 22 feet in the ground. All assembled, it's 123,000 pounds of pure concrete cast. Our pump for the force main got delivered this morning. It's what they call a duplex unit, so it has a primary and a secondary pump. If one fails, the other kicks in. It moves about 450 gallons a minute through that sewer pump, and it pumps it up to Little Trammell Station, which eventually goes to the new pumping station that y'all just got completed. I know many of you have probably noticed we have realigned the east side of Pleasant Grove Road across from where the development is. We did that about a month ago. I promise we want it paved as much as you do. I promise. Waiting to work some of the logistics out, but we're trying our best to get that paved. We widened it out in the curve to make it easier for high bars trucks to get in and out. It made it easier for the intersection for people to pull in and out, seeing both ways. And eventually, it's in the plans on down the road to eventually possibly put a stoplight there and lower the speed limit, which I can say working down 31 would be very helpful, because I think some people just use that as a speed ramp once they hit the top of the hill. Hopefully, within the next few weeks, we'll have all of the first 60 lots ready to be taken down and start getting built. As far as the commercial goes, I know a lot of people are probably pretty curious about that. We're in talks with 2 different gas station companies to be put, if you're driving down 31 going north, between where our entrance road is and the Creasy driveway, there's a big commercial pad right there. So we're in talks with 2 different gas station chains. And the main thing I know a lot of people are wondering, we are in talks, Matt asked me this earlier, we are in talks with 2 fast food chains that are not currently in the area to go over here on this commercial lot, probably where the strip mall and the gas station goes. More food places, things that people could really use, more commercial development outside of just this section. We're working with different companies to try to bring some factories in here, do some build outs for them, some warehouses, and then eventually down the road do some industrial park type spaces for them, and try to get more jobs in the area, more people in the area, and really try to grow Westmoreland. From where we're at right now, all the way to Ballpark Road, we've got scoped out about 4 to 5 years is what we've got. And then once that gets completed, we've got more in the works. If we're able to work with Lennar and get them slabs on the ground in July, they average building houses and turning them out in about 3 months. So there's a good chance people could be in by Christmas. That's kind of the hope right now, and that's what they're looking at. That entire section is right at 450 roundabout acres. So the industrial park would be roughly half of that. And then the other half would be, there'll be sections of commercial and then sections of residential back there as well. This section is right around 150 acres that we're on right now.
Yeah.
So Pleasant Grove Road right now runs this way. It will eventually cul-de-sac off where all the houses are, and you will eventually run right through the development and come out where the eventual red light will be in our main entrance. So down here is actually planned for a playground. There's sections scheduled out for it, and then throughout different places throughout the development, there's sections of green area that we have talked about trying to put some stuff for the kids in there as well. From where we're at right now, all the way to Ballpark Road, we've got scoped out about 4 to 5 years is what we've got. And then once that gets completed, we've got more in the works. So down here is actually planned for a playground. There's sections scheduled out for it. And then throughout different places throughout the development, there's sections of green area that we have talked about trying to put some stuff for the kids in there as well. I appreciate your time and hope that shed some light on what we had going on. If y'all see me out there anytime, feel free to stop by and I'll show you around.